Hello students, hope you're doing fine, and today we are going to take a step ahead towards your recruitment process, and in that I would like to talk about a very well known fact that GD or a group discussion is an integral part of any recruitment process. Now, not only recruitment process, it can be part of any competitive exam wherein you will have to appear for a GD after you clear that competitive exam. Now, group discussion, quickly I'm going to tell you 4 or 5 confusions which students usually have in their mind, and the first one goes like this, that if I am going to initiate, I will get extra marks. Definitely you will get extra marks, but the only point is, if in case I don't know anything about the topic and still I give it a start, sorry, you will land up into problem. Why? Nobody will be able to connect with you, and there will be another candidate who would like to initiate properly. So initiation with knowledge is equal to a big yes, but starting the GD without knowing the topic just to get the scores is a big no. Second point, which is very important again and a big confusion with all the candidates, is that speaking more is equal to more knowledge. So speaking more never tells that you have better knowledge than the other candidates. So it is always advisable that I speak only 2 to 3 times or pitch in only 2 to 3 times, so that I exhibit my knowledge in a proper manner. Otherwise, I will be landing up again as a dominant or arrogant person or a rude person. Now, the third point which I have to keep in mind is that if in case you think that speaking loudly means that you are a confident person, again, it is a big myth which you have. Because speaking loud never shows that you are a confident person, but speaking facts, speaking proper data, yes, is equal to knowledge and confidence. Now, confidence is exhibited in a lot of other things, by being fluent in English, by being a well-read person, by presenting your data in a proper manner. The last thing which I'm going to talk about today is that please do not flaunt your vocabulary over there. It is not a right platform to flaunt your vocabulary. And by this I mean, do not use heavy vocabulary words, jargons, or words which are not usually used. So use simple fluent English to make your point clear to the other people and connect with the other people. That would definitely make you a good team player, because other people will be able to understand what you want to say. Taking you ahead, we are going to show you a video which we captured 2-3 years back. Your seniors are participating in that. It's a classroom video, and I am going to tell you what are the few things which you have to keep in mind while participating in the GD, and what are the do's and the don'ts of the GD.
Our today's GD topic is nuclear family versus joint family. I personally think that joint families are better than nuclear families, because joint families not only just enrich values in us, but they give us support at times whenever we are alone. So they are better.
Candidate 3 started the GD, but she could not start well. Like I told you, initiation is good, but it's a myth that it is going to get you scores if you don't speak up to the point.
I completely agree with them. Joint family are more useful than nuclear family, because at the time comes when there are no one for help. But in case of joint family, the time management is very proper. Like, if some, for example, if one have to go for outer place, then the second one is already there for help. Second one is already there.
Candidate 1. Being audible and energetic is very important in a GD, as people should be able to understand and connect with you.
Like we have seen today's, both of the parents are working, so they leave their children to pitches. So it's better to leave the children to the grandparents, so they take their care. So it's better.
I agree with them that joint families are better than nuclear families, but they are better till each member is not being interfering in the privacy of others. They should be allowed to live their life. Like, grandparents are not going into the lives of their grandchildren, so not going into their personal matters and not disturbing their personal lives.
Candidate 9 spoke well by using the statement I agree. He's connecting with others and taking the points further.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Everyone should be given their personal space.
This time, candidate 3 is trying to encourage other people by saying that yes, I agree to what you are saying. This proves her positive attitude and a good team player spirit.
That is everything. We can say joint families are better, but everything depends on circumstances. Sometimes that leads to that even having joint family, having a pressure on the feeling, but they can't survive in a joint family, and they are for exposure, for showing others they live in joint family, but inside they are not happy with the relationship.
In joint family, restrictions should not overpower the feelings and everything.
Circumstances.
Inculcating in the children's by the grandparents, they can't, if the both parents are working in a nuclear family, so the grandparents play a very important role as they inculcate values and which is very important in today's scenario.
Candidates 7 and 4, although giving good points but are not good listeners, therefore not able to thread the GD and take it further.
Sometimes a different of age that we can say if a family is joint they are more developed. If grandparents are living with the children, they tell the parents not to give good education to the girls. They said girls not study, but having a joint family sometimes give a little bit benefit on this point that parents have occupation and they say that their daughter should be study, but sometimes grandparents don't say.
Candidates 6 and 8 did not contribute at all. So sometimes it is good to listen to others and paraphrase their thoughts, but that would be called participation. Rather, we should listen to others and make up our own thoughts and then contribute. That will definitely fetch you extra marks.
That they should not study.
So I partially agree with you. That is a matter of perception, everyone perception. You can't blame a joint family for that.
That's
Grandfathers and
Parents also.
grandparents can be educated, can be encouraging.
Yes, that's not the fact for all.
That is all the perception. We cannot
for
blame joint family for that. In fact, joint family are some. Most of the time beneficial because as everyone said, when both of the parents are working, the children have nowhere to go, don't feel alone in the home and they have someone there with them.
Not just working, if someone gets ill, then you have a helping hand.
Now, everyone is trying to get into the discussion. Before this, it was individual participation.
But in today's world, there are crashes which are open for the children's to stay, but you don't get values there.
Candidate 3 has pitched in many a times, which will go against her.
Unless there are no issues between the family members. When the issues are getting in between the members, joint family start to dissipate, disperse. So in that case, nuclear family are more
They feel to like being in joint family, but they are not in joint family. They feel to be like in joint family.
Candidate 5 again pitches in with a valid point but is having eye contact with the observer, which is negative. That means whenever we are participating in the GD, we should avoid having eye contact with the person who is evaluating us. Rather, we should have an eye contact with all our team members.
Joint families are better for children because as sometimes children are not free with their parents because they are busy, so they can tell their feelings to other family members. So they can decrease the suicide rate. Like sometimes they leave to suicide, they are not free, they are not telling you because their parents are strict in nuclear family because there is no one else.
Sometimes there are couples who prefer only one child, so many children are there who don't have siblings, so they can have the siblings of their cousin siblings and they can have the values of sharing and
Joint families can be beneficial when some rare conditions like death of a parent or divorce conditions arise, then joint families can be, grandparents can handle. That's what.
there are times when parents are not educated but their aunt and uncle are educated, so they can help them and do further things.
I think joint families is divorced because when they are alone they don't discuss and separate, but when they are in a family they can They try to stop.
They get a pressure that they have to live together for the sake of their family, so they try to resolve things.
And people have guidance of the elders also. In nuclear family, parents and children, the parents of children don't get guidance from their elders. In joint family, they have grandparents and they have both multi levels of experienced people actually.
Long chain of command.
Yeah.
So I would like to conclude that joint families are, both families are good, but joint families are preferably better if all the people are living with love and are not interfering in each other's life much.
And unless there are no issues.
Candidate 3 concluded before time and candidate 5 added on. Last point to remember over here is that we should keep in mind whatever time is given to us, and second, if in case a person has concluded, we should make sure only one person adds on to it, not more than that, otherwise the entire group may get swiped off. Okay, students, so let's conclude and wind up with today's topic, and 2-3 pointers. Let's do a quick recap of it. So the first point is I have to have good knowledge about the topic by reading current affairs and technical topics as well. Second, good communication. By that I mean both verbal and non-verbal, and I will make sure that I do not use big heavy words. Third thing which I'll keep in mind is alertness. I will always keep alert and use presence of mind while participating in the GD. Fourth thing which is very important is staying goal oriented, and by that I mean please do not deviate from the topic and conclude within the stipulated time. Next, articulation of thoughts is very important. That means streamline your thoughts. Do not just say for the sake of speaking. Please add on to the GD. Be a contributor rather than a participant. And last but not least, be a good listener and try to thread the GD. So all the best.